Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rob Johnson with the Straga Media Network, and I'm coming to you from Harry Fales Gymnasium for a huge OHSAA District semifinal matchup between the Green Bulldogs and the Jackson High School Polar Bears. I'm joined on the broadcast tonight by John Taggart and Big Jack Horn. Welcome, guys.
Good evening.
You know, I hear this game's sold out tonight.
Well, I don't really know that for certain, but I guarantee we're going to have a packed house. I mean, with these two teams being tops in the Federal League and, close rivals in the Federal League, I mean.
Well, and then on top of that, this is the third go-around for both of them, so they're pretty much even across the board too. With from records to the Federal League record, Green's 17-6 and Jackson's 18-6. They're both 9-3 in the Federal. Green was first in the Federal and Jackson was second. They split the series. The first go-around, Jackson won 54-32, and then the second time, Green won 55-53. So it got a lot tighter as the season went on.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll tell you what, you got to love a grudge match, folks, because it seems like you want that bragging right for the next year, and you put everything you got into it, and then you add the flavor of the district semifinal game.
Well, yeah. Not only do you get to play your rival one more time, you get to play him in the district semifinal, and you can be the one to knock him out.
Yeah, that gives you a little extra,
makes it a little sweeter.
Yeah.
Well, and Green's path to get to the district semifinal, they beat Warren G. Harding 74-51. Then Jackson, they beat Ellett 85-53, and then South 68-26.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, Warren G. Harding always has a good program out there. I know they're usually strong. And once you get to the playoffs, you can't overlook anybody.
No. Well, and both Green and Jackson have size. They have size, they have speed, they can score, they can play great defense. I assume last night it kind of came down to the fourth quarter, the end of the game. I assume tonight's going to be the same way.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Side note, the winner of tonight's matchup will face Stowe Monroe.
The Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs, who we got to watch last night, who were pretty impressive.
Well, I'll tell you what, that team is strong.
Right.
I mean,
they have the whole package there.
Yeah, Painesville-Richmond made that a game, but it seemed like when Stoneman Falls decided it was time to put on the gas, they just kind of were like...
They pulled ahead.
Well, they're two big men in Raymond and, Postello?
Yes.
They are.
And also, the big thing is here, both Jackson and Green lost to Stowe earlier in the season. So it's going to be a rematch tonight, and then a rematch Saturday for whoever wins against Stowe.
Yeah, because they did play them both. I mean, and...
Yeah, Stowe beat Jackson 58-48, and then they beat Green 40-36. So, again, that was in the regular season. It's always different in a tournament. When you see them again, you've studied them a little bit more in depth.
And you have actual game film on them.
Right.
So, you're not going to huddle and this and that. Even though a lot of these schools use it, you have your own Tyler Burke, so to speak.
Right, and like I said, some of these guys, there's some size on both ends here. Nick Bondalo, 6'8", at a Green, is going to probably match up, I would assume, with Owen Wolbert, who's 6'7". So I think there's going to be, like I said, there's going to be a couple blocks. There's probably be a couple slams. Couple big threes.
Well, we saw plenty of that last night.
I mean, it's playoff basketball. It's win or go home. You got to turn up the intensity and
100%.
Leave it all out on the court.
Well, let's get you the starting lineups for Jackson High School. We've got number 3, Mitch Finnefrock. Number 10, James Bossart. Number 20, Anthony Folina. Number 24, Kyle Monterubio. And 35, Owen Wolbert. For the Green Bulldogs, you've got Jarrett Taylor, Lucas Betong, number 20, Brady Rollison, number 24, Luke Jansen, and number 30, Mark Danner. I'll tell you what, we got about 3 minutes before this game, and if I'm as amped up for this game as these players on the floor, there's a little energy running.
Well, and also I just happened to look around us here. It's already getting pretty packed with, we're sitting on the green side, and I look across and Jackson brought their fans as well. So I think it's going to be one heck of a
it's no joke here tonight.
And it's going to get loud.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, this facility was built for this type of game. You know, it's the double-decker, high-low. Fans are close to the court here. We've had the opportunity to do several of the Alliance games. We did the early playoff game with Alliance, and when this place gets loud, it gets really loud.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh boy, am I glad we have headphones on tonight.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. We do, just touching base on around the area, we do have some other games going on. Even though Alliance is hosting this, they do have a game over in Boardman.
Yep, against Cheney.
Judgetown Cheney, that game's at 7.
That'll be a pretty good matchup as Alliance is ranked 3rd and Cheney's ranked 4th.
Yeah, and then you've got Glen Oak, Golden Eagles, taking on the Hoban Knights. I'm not sure where that game's being played, but we'll keep you updated as we go. Of course, our ball game here. And then Louisville, the Leopards, will be taking on Walsh Jesuit. That game is all the way up in Euclid.
Yeah, that's quite a hike.
Yeah, that's kind of wild that both those teams are playing all the way up there. And then you've got Norway tomorrow taking on Central Catholic, Canton Central Catholic. So, and then Malvern will be tomorrow against close proximity. I don't know if they're a rival, but I know that they've played a lot each other. Malvern and Garaway.
Yeah, they're not. They do play each other a lot. Garaway is a strong program, not just in basketball, but it seems like in every sport, they're always making a deep run.
Right. And then also tomorrow night, a good battle over in the Barberton Girls District Final. A team we had the opportunity to see a couple times, the Canfield Lady Cardinals, are taking on the Northwest Lady Indians. And I'll tell you what, that should be a good battle because both of those games, even though Canfield kind of jumped out to an early lead on Marlington made that, and it was a tight game. But I know Northwest and I just lost track of who they played, but Northwest, that game went to the bitter end as well.
CBCA.
Yes. So here we go as we're getting ready for the pregame ceremonies. We're going to have the national anthem, the starting lineups for each team, and then tip-off. So we're going to step away, let you take in the festivities, and we'll be back.
Welcome to the Harry Fales Gymnasium, the home of the Alliance Aviators. Ladies and gentlemen, as a member school of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, Alliance High School welcomes you to this interscholastic contest between Jackson High School and Green High School. To honor America, please stand and join in the singing of our national anthem. The officials assigned to this tournament game have met the extensive requirements set by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been assigned based upon the process approved by the Ohio High School Athletic Association's Board of Directors. The officials for this game are Donald Gilbert, Thomas Carabin, and Ron Fuller. The visitors on the scoreboard are the Jackson Polar Bears. Head coach, Tim Dubek. Assistant coaches, Ron Perdue, Mike Wassity, Dan Tamiro, Chad Bailey, and Teal Harvey. Also, Alfonso Beatty. The non-starters for Jackson. Number 1, Jack Lansky. Number 2, Andrew Hinton. Number 4, Cole Baker. Number 5, Cameron Weekly. Number 11, Caden Edwards. Number 12, Frankie Lawrence. Number 13, Ben Marina. Number 23, Landon Teal. Number 30, Alvin Altman. And number 32, Anthony Craven. The Polar Bear starter, a 6-foot sophomore, number 3, Mitch Bancroft. 6'4" senior, number 10, James Foster. 5'11" junior, number 20, Anthony Kulai. 6'1" sophomore, number 24, Kyle Monterrubio. And a 6'7" senior, number 35, Owen Wilbur. Now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Green Bulldogs. Head coach Mark Kinsley, assistant coach Bobby Scott, and Mike Moran. The Green non-starter, number 0, Ben Pine. Number 3, Savino Manson. Number 4, Dick Bundalo. Number 5, Antonio Martin. Number 10, Tommy Zajac. Number 11, Luke Pickett. Number 15, AJ Fortunato. Number 21, Anthony Fortunato. And the Bulldog starter, 6'5" junior, number 1, Jared Taylor. 6' junior, number 2, Lucas Vittal. A 6'4" junior, number 20, Brady Rolston. 6'1" senior, number 24, Luke Jensen. And a 6'1" senior, number 30, Mark Danner. Also the Green manager, Matt Wozniak.
All right, guys, here we go. Tip-off time.
Let's get going.
As Wolpert and Taylor will tip off this ball game. I'll tell you what, this is packed so much that it's already warm in here, guys.
Oh, yeah.
We should have wore our t-shirts as the tip goes off, and Jackson controls the tip. As Felina gets at the Wolpert, over to Bossart, back into Wolpert. He's going to back, turns, takes, shot. First bucket is good, and he's fouled. So we'll have a 3-point play. That foul's going to be on Luke Jansen for Green. That'll be his first. So Wolpert will shoot. Good. So Green inbounds as Jackson comes out in a full court press. Taylor's going to dribble. He's guarded by Felina. Sorry, I had my pages switched. I knew it wasn't right. As Rollison gets it off to Batong. He's going to dribble. Kicks it off to Taylor. Taylor looking. Guarded by Felina. Gets it back to Baton. He's going to fake. Gets it inside. And he's going to travel. So the ball will go to the Jackson Polar Bears. They'll inbound. As Bossart will inbound to Felina. Felina going to bring it up the backcourt, across the center stripe. He's looking, dribbles. Gets it back over to Bossart. Inside to Wolpert. Wolpert loses it, stolen. Push the other way. They're going to kick it off. That's going to be shot for three. Bang! And just like that, we've got a tie ball game. Bossart for three. Bang! Answer 3 for 3. So Taylor's going to come the other way. He's guarded by Felina. He's going to bring it up across the center stripe. Picks up his dribble, gives it off to Batong. Batong's going to dribble, gives it over to Jansen. Jansen to Taylor. Taylor inside to Jansen. He's going to go strong to the hole. He's blocked. And it's going to go out of bounds. Nice block by Wolpert. The big man's already making his presence known. So they're going to dribble, loses it, gets it to Wolpert, kicks it out, shot for three, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Rollison. They're going to push it, stolen.
Wow.
Take to the hoop, and we're going to have 2 shots. Nice steal by Monterubio. I'll tell you what.
Well, if these guys, if they're not amped up for this game, that and the fans.
Right. So that foul is on Lucas Batong. So first shot, no good. Polar Bears lead 6-3, 5:52 first quarter. Second shot by Monterubio, short, rebounded by Taylor. He'll give it to Rollison. Rollison's going to dribble, brings it across, stolen. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Bossart. That was a lucky play for Green there as
He would have been
kind of
off to the
stole
races
it.
there.
Yeah. So checking into the game for Green is Nick Bundelow. Sitting down will be Jansen. So inbound to Taylor in the backcourt. He's going to give it up to Rollison. Rollison's going to dribble to Batong. Over to Bandola. Cross court. Over to Batong, to Taylor up top of the circle. He's going to dribble, spins, kicks it over to Rollison. He's going to drive baseline, takes to the hoop. No good. Rebounded by Bossart. Bossart coming the other way, kicks it off. Up to Wolpert. And it's going to go out of bounds.
Just couldn't hang on to that one.
Last touch by Green. I believe it went off of number 30, Mark Danner.
And you're correct.
Into Bossart as Rollison almost stole it. They're really letting them play here.
Yeah, they're definitely being aggressive.
Yeah, there's a little physicality going on already.
As you would expect in a Federal League tiebreaker here.
Batong on the left wing as they get it over to Taylor. He's going to dribble. Double team, dumps it off to Batong. Nice layup, blew it. No good. As Jackson's coming the other way, they're going to push. Takes to the hoop. Shot no good. Rebounded by Green. Taylor almost got the block on that too. As he's going to go to the hoop and it's going to be tapped out of bounds. Nice hustle to get back on Felina.
Boy, they're just taking it all over the place tonight.
Right. Well, you
Batong.
got the adrenaline going right now.
Right.
They got to settle down both teams a little bit here.
Rollison tried to get it cross court to Batong. Not a good pass. Stolen by Jackson. As Felina comes the other way, he's going to dribble, gets it back out top. That's Finnefrock. To Bossart for deep three. Bang!
Jeez.
9-3. Polar Bears. 4:07 first quarter. That's 6 points for Bossart. As Taylor's guarded tight, and they're going to get
Yeah. A little too tight.
Felina with a foul.
Fouls on Jackson's number 20, Anthony Uline, his first, team's first.
That is his first foul.
Green substitute.
Checking into the ball game is number 0, Ben Pine. So Danner gets it off to number 24, Jansen. He's going to shoot for 3. No good. Rebounded. Number 30, Alvin Ottman. So he gets it off to Felina as we got a lot of substitutions early. Finnefrock over to Bossart, into the corner to Felina. He's looking into Wolpert. Wolpert's calling for it. To Bossart on the 3. He's going to dribble, drives. Gets stuck on the baseline, kicks it out to Felina. He's going to spin, shot. And good. That's going to make it 11-3.
Yep.
As Coach Kinsley wants a timeout. He's not happy.
Yeah, I need to slow it down just a little bit here.
Well, and he's kind of he's saying, here guys, you got to cut them off. You know, they're driving to the hoop with an easy lane. You just can't have that at this point in the game.
Right.
You do that, and you're going to get yourself in a world of hurt.
Yeah, you don't want to put yourself in a hole early.
Right. We saw how that worked out unfortunately for Marlington. Now they were strong enough; they were able to get themselves back in the ball game. But you don't want to do that in a playoff game.
No. Not when emotions are high. A little bit of a rivalry here going on.
Right.
So
So we come back out as Green has Pine, Taylor, Rollison, Danner, and Bundala. Oh, nice backdoor to Taylor as the Bulldogs get the bucket. 11-5, Jackson.
that dog will hunt.
Absolutely. Nice play by the coach. I'm sure he drew that up just like that. So Bossart, cross court to Fuline. Fuline for 3. Shot off, no good. Rebounded by Wolpert. Wolpert is going to back down. Kicks it back out. As Fuline's going to drive. Shot. No good. Rebounded by Taylor. He's coming the other way. He's going to push. Across the center stripe. Gets it over to Rollison. Rollison on the right wing. He's going to dribble. Spins. Backs it back out to Taylor. Taylor resets the offense. Gets it off to Rollison. Rollison, nice backdoor to Taylor. Layup's good. That's going to make it 11-7, 2:22 first quarter as Fuline comes the other way.
Bulldogs finding a rhythm.
He thought about it there at the top of the circle. Bossart, they're not giving him that shot anymore.
No.
He's hit that a couple of times deep. Blocked. As Bossart gets it back to Wolpert, he's going to step through and he's going to be fouled. Oh, they called a foul.
Oh, yeah.
They called that against off on Wolpert. So mass substitutions here for Jackson again. We've got Lucas Ickes, Caden Edwards. Monterubio's back in, and Cameron Weekly. Taylor tries to get it to Rollison. Up the floor to Weekly. He's going to go to the hoop.
Nice.
Layup, no good. Rebounded. Oh, nice tip in. Way to follow by Alvin Altman.
Wow. Yeah, that's a nice.
Out of nowhere. Everybody had everybody boxed out, and he kind of just flew in there and tapped it in. Taylor off to Rollison on the left wing. Up top, over to Taylor on the right wing. He's looking. Gets it off to Jansen. Jansen's going to dribble. Kicks it back out, tapped away. Ball in the air, tapped forward to Weekly. He's going to go to the hoop. Shot, no good. And Jackson saves it. Stolen by Green. Taylor's going to push. He's going to get it inside. Shot up, no good. And we're going to get a foul. That foul's going to be on number 0, Ben Pine, with 58.8 seconds. Jackson leads 13-7. I'll tell you what, Jackson's really using their bench tonight.
Yeah, they've gone about 9 or 10 deep here in the first quarter.
Weekly dribbling. He's going to dribble, drives to the hoop, dumps it off.
Nice
Layup's
pass.
good. That's number 11, Cameron Edwards. So Taylor dribbles, takes it behind his back, off to Rollison on the left wing. Oh, nice backdoor again to Taylor. And
one.
then he gets the foul. So 15-9,
I'll tell you
Jackson leads.
that's something that Green works on day in and day out because it's so natural to them.
Oh, and he's been wide open.
I'm sure come the second half that might not be there.
Yeah. Yeah, it should never be that open. Shot up. Good. So it's 10-15, or 15-10. Jackson, 27.6 seconds. As Weekly gets to cross the timeline. Looks like they're going to set up for the last second shot. He's going to dribble. Gives it off to Monterubio. He's going to get it stolen by Taylor. Taylor can't quite pick it up. They're diving, and it's going to go out of bounds on Jackson with 1.3 seconds left in this first quarter. So Green will get the ball for one last shot. Into Taylor. Taylor's going to turn, shoots, can't get it off. So that's how we're going to end the first quarter.
A speedy first quarter.
That was a sprint, folks, an absolute sprint. So we're going to step away for just a few minutes, and we'll be right back after this.
Thomas and Associates DDS. We are your premier family dentist in North Canton, Canton, and the surrounding area. From routine preventative dental care to those unexpected emergencies, Dr. Thomas and his staff are here for you, providing the highest quality service using state-of-the-art techniques and the gentlest of care. Call today. 330-494-2111.
And we're back, folks. Here in Alliance, Jackson leads 15-10 over Green. Although Jackson took an early lead and Green has kind of scratched their way back into this.
Right, they're not going to give up that easy.
So on the floor for Jackson is Fuel Line, Wolpert, Bozert, Monterubio, and Finnefrock. We've got Rollison, Taylor, Batong, Jansen, and Danner. So Taylor's going to bring it across the timeline. Gives it off to Danner. Inside, kicks it back out to Jansen. to Batong, back out to Taylor at the top of the circle. He hands it off to Rollison. He's going to turn, spins, shoots. Short, no good, rebounded. Kicked it back out to Batong for three. Off the rim, no good, rebounded to Taylor. He's going to drive, nice dish to Rollison, no good, blocked by Wolpert. Finnefrock up the floor to Fuel Line. Fuel Line's going to dish it off to Monterubio. Out top to Bossart to Finnefrock. Finnefrock guarded by Taylor. Into the corner for Bossart. He's going to dribble, drives, and he's going to travel.
Yep.
Nice defense by Rollison as he got there, got his feet set, and Bossart had nowhere to go. So Batong inbounds to Taylor. He'll be picked up by Fuel Line. Almost taken there by
Ooh.
Fuel Line.
To get across.
Up the floor. To Danner, inside to Taylor.
Nice.
He's going to fake, and he's going to be fouled. Shot up, so he will get 2 shots. Jared Taylor, a 6'5" junior, with the strong take to the bucket.
Great basketball IQ.
Well, he got both big men up in the air. So shot up, good. That's going to make it 15-11. 6:53 left in the second quarter, first half. Ba-dip. Sorry, guys. Second shot. Good. This game's been so high-paced, they slowed down to the free throw line, got me all tuzzied up. So Fuel Line to Monterubio to Finnefrock for 3. No good, air ball. Rebounded.
Oh, nice save.
Yeah. As they tried.
All
He
right.
tried to throw it off the green player, and it went right to the other Jackson player as Batong's going to push it up the floor. Over to Rollison. He's going to dribble, drives, takes to the hoop. Strong move, no good. Rebounded as they fight for it. And they're going to call the green player with his foot on the baseline. Yeah, that was Jansen that was out of bounds. Coach is looking for an explanation. Easy to see from up here. As Fuel Line across the center stripe. He's guarded by Danner. Over to Bossart, inside to Wolbert. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that. Back into Wolbert. He's shot up, and it's going to be fouled. I was waiting to see if they called it a shooting foul or if it was on the floor, and they did call him in the act of shooting. So Owen Wolbert will go to the free throw line. They lead 15-12. Shot up. Good. And I think we'll start to see a little bit more of that because it seemed like early in the game when they were going to him, he was getting to the bucket and getting the shot. So Wolbert, second shot, rims off and in.
Yeah.
So Taylor gives the baton back to Taylor. He's got it by Fuel Line. He's going to push across the center stripe. Over to Rollison on the right wing. Gets it over to Taylor on the left wing. Oh, nice pass into Rollison. Kicks it out to Batong for 3. Bang!
Nice.
17-15, 5:33. Second quarter. Has Fuel Line. He's going to push. Going to kick it over to who on the left wing. That was Altman back out the Fuel Line. He's going to take it over to the left wing. Looking for a pick, doesn't get it. Fuel Line dribbles, kicks it back out to Altman. 5:03, second quarter, as Fuel Line gets it off to Altman. Cross court to Monterubio. He's going to dribble, fakes, dumps it off to Wolpert. Wolpert takes to the hoop, strong move, and he's going to be fouled.
That's now 5 team fouls for Green.
That foul's going to be on Nick Bundula. That'll be his first.
I think 4 of those 5.
Shot up and good.
4 of those 5 were on Owen Wolbert.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He's definitely a presence down low. Second shot. Off the rim, no good. Bundolo with the rebound to Batong, up the floor to Rollison. Rollison's going to give it back to Bundolo. Bam!
That'll lift your spirits.
18-17. As we suspected, we got a ball game here. Fuel line out to Monterubio. He's dribbling. He's going to spin. He's going to try to take. He's cut off. And they're going to get it back out to Altman. Fuel line. Dribbles. Tapped away. Picked up by Monterubio. Shot up for 2. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Finnefrock. Kicks it back out to Altman. Altman to Monterubio. Looking. To Finnefrock on the left wing for 3. No good. Rebounded by Altman to Monterubio for 3. Off the rim. Rebounded by Wolpert. And it's last touch by Wolpert. So the ball goes over to Green, trailing 17-18 with 3:50 in the second quarter.
As this game is just flying by.
So Rollison gives it back to Batong. He's going to bring it up the backcourt. Dribbling, got it by Monterubio to Rollison on the left wing. He's looking over to Taylor, to Batong on the right wing. To Rollison on the left wing for 3. No good. Rebounded by Monterubio. He's going to give it up to Fuel Line. He's going to push. Dribbles. He's going to pull it back out. Looking. Kicks it off to Altman. Altman inside to Wolpert. Wolpert. Shot. Good. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
he's just so strong. He needs a double team there.
Yeah, you cannot let him get down in the paint.
No, if he gets on the block, it's over.
I know that's easier said than done, but he's one of those guys you do not want anywhere near the rim.
No. As Taylor gets it into...
Nice pass.
Wow, I'm surprised I didn't call a foul on that as he grabbed the arm of Bundulo. As Fuel Line's going to push, he's going to pull it back out and then drives again, kicks it. Stolen. Rollison pushing the other way. He's going to come to the hoop. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Altman for Jackson. Up the floor to Fuel Line. Fuel Line on the right wing.
Whew. What a change of events here.
I'm getting sweaty from all this. They're making me tired. Finnefrock up top, over to Altman on the left wing. Dribbles, gives it cross court to Fuel Line. He's going to pull for 3. Shot no good. Rebounded by Bundola. So Batong's going to bring it the other way. Across the center stripe. Over to Rollison to Taylor. Taylor inside to Rollison. Nice look. Blocked and fouled. As I believe they're going to get Owen Wolbert for the foul. 1:53 left in this second quarter. 20-17. Jackson leads here as that foul was on Altman. So Rollison will shoot the foul.
You got to ask, where is everybody?
Shot up, no good. Well, Jackson was prepared to come in with another mass wave of substitution. Weekly, Bossart, and Caden Edwards. Second shot. Good. So 20-18.
2-point game.
As Ben Pine will check in for the Bulldogs. Bossart to Weekly as they bring it up the backcourt. Across the timeline. He'll be picked up by Danner. Over in the corner to Bossart.
Nice
underneath.
pass.
Nice pass to Weekly. Layup's good. 22-18. 1:36 left in this first half as Taylor's going to bring it across the center stripe. Looks. Kicks it out to Pine, to Bandula, to Batong. He's going to reset the offense. He's looking. He gets it off, and they're going to call a foul on Mark Danner, I believe. Oh, they called it on Bundala. He must have been moving while setting the pick. I thought they got Danner with a push-off.
6 in one, half a dozen in the other. A foul's a foul, right?
Right. Well, that's the second one on Bundula. So Monterubio on the left wing. He's going to dribble. He's going to drive down the lane. Spins. Shot up. Layup's good. Nice scoop shot.
A nice roll there.
So inbound to Rollison over to Taylor. Taylor still in the backcourt. Across the timeline. He's guarded by Monterubio. To Rollison, to Pine, to Taylor. Taylor's looking. He's going to dump it inside to Rollison. He's going to fake, turn, shot. No good. Rebounded by Rollison. He's going to dump it off. Nice pass to Pine. He's blocked. Rebounded by Weekly. He's going to push the other way. He came from out of nowhere, too. Nice block by Weekly. Cameron Weekly's only a 5'9" sophomore. So Bozert, with 12 seconds, is going to hold for the last shot. 24-18. Kicks it back out to Bozart. He fakes, going to drive, shot. And we've got 0.9 seconds left as they're going to call. They're going to call the foul on Caden Edwards. So with 0.9 seconds, Green will get one last shot at the ball. So Massimo, long pass to Bossart, stolen, and that's how we're going to end the first half.
24-18.
We got a ball game here at Alliance, folks. I'll tell you what, that was one of the fastest first halves I think I've been involved in this year. I mean, we've had a few good ones, but man, they were on a sprint the entire time, weren't they, John?
Yep, that's right. It's been back and forth, and
I thought this was basketball, not tennis.
well, I'll tell you what, it sure seems like it. I don't know. I can't believe it's already halftime here.
I know. We were coming through the second quarter, and I was like, holy mackerel. It's the second quarter is almost already over. But, well, we've got a heck of a second half to look forward to. Few updates here on some games around the area. Youngstown Cheney leads at the half over Alliance 36-27. No update from Glen Oak. And in the first quarter, Louisville leads 11-9 over Walsh Jesuit. And that's about all we have right now. So we're going to step away for just a few minutes, and we'll be back after this.
Thomas and Associates DDS. We are your premier family dentist in North Canton, Canton, and the surrounding area. From routine preventative dental care to those unexpected emergencies, Dr. Thomas and his staff are here for you, providing the highest quality service using state-of-the-art techniques and the gentlest of care. Call today. 330-494-2111.
You like spending time with your family, but have you planned for when that is not possible? Guiley & Guiley provide affordable estate planning protecting you and your family. Our experience is your solution. Guiley & Guiley.
Hello everyone, I'm Tegan Evans of the Strega Media Network, a local broadcasting network for the Eastern Stark County area, connecting with our local communities to give you local news, weather, and sports. Local communities like Louisville, Alliance, Marlboro Township, Plain Township, East Canton, Hartville, Salem, and Carrollton. If there's good news, we want to hear it. A varsity game for your local school, we want to cover it. Local weather, we want to bring it to you. Like, subscribe, follow to keep up on everything and everywhere we cover. This is the Strega Media Network.
Beatty Sports has all of your athletic needs, specializing in corporate, school, and team apparel. In-house custom embroidery and silk screening makes the Beatty Sports tradition of quality and service unbeatable. Go Leopards!
Hello, I'm Cindy Petiti, owner of Anthony Petiti's Organic Greenhouse. All around us are the materials we need to feed and heal ourselves, and Anthony Petiti's Organic Greenhouse is here to provide the tools and resources to get you there.
Thomas and Associates DDS. We are your premier family dentist in North Canton, Canton, and the surrounding area. From routine preventative dental care to those unexpected emergencies, Dr. Thomas and his staff are here for you, providing the highest quality service using state-of-the-art techniques and the gentlest of care. Call today. 330-494-2111.
You like spending time with your family, but have you planned for when that is not possible? Guiley & Guiley provide affordable estate planning protecting you and your family. Our experience is your solution. Guiley & Guiley.
Hello everyone, I'm Tegan Evans of the Strega Media Network, a local broadcasting network for the Eastern Stark County area, connecting with our local communities to give you local news, weather, and sports. Local communities like Louisville, Alliance, Marlboro Township, Plain Township, East Canton, Hartville, Salem, and Carrollton. If there's good news, we want to hear it. A varsity game for your local school? We want to cover it. Local weather? We want to bring it to you. Like, subscribe, follow to keep up on everything and everywhere we cover. This is the Dragon Media Network.
And we're back, folks, here at Harry Fales Gymnasium. Great facility, as we have the OHSAA District semifinals here at between Greene and Jackson. And I'll tell you what, it's been a sprint here early on, as that was probably the fastest half of basketball I've seen in a while.
Yeah, that was, let's see, when was tip-off here? 7?
Yep.
It's now 7:38, so.
Well, you throw it was just under a half an hour, I think it was, when we were looking. So, as they're getting ready to fire up the student section over here. Again, I'm Rob Johnson. I've got John Taggart on the broadcast with us. Big Jack Horn, and joining us for the second half is Tegan Evans. What's happening, Tegan?
Hello.
Well, they said it was sold out, and I believe Tegan had a little bit of trouble finding a spot in the park.
Yeah, there was none. There was none.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Based upon the folks here inside and trying to maneuver around here at halftime, it's near capacity, as Bossart will inbound for Jackson to Fuel Line. Fuel Line is going to bring it up. He's going to dump it to Wolpert. Wolpert's going to fake, looks, over to Monterubio. Monterubio picks up his dribble, looking into Wolbert. Wolbert turns, spins, dumps it, tries to get it, and it's going to be stolen by Rollison. Up the floor to Batong, takes to the hoop, layup, no good. Rebounded by Jackson. Fuel Line to Monterubio. They're going to push up the floor. He's going to drive to the hoop. Shot, no good. Rebounded by Greene, and here we go, guys. Up the floor. Shot to the hoop, no good. Rebounded Jackson. And they're going to slow it up for a second and let us catch our breath. Fuel Line across the center stripe. Looking. Over to Bossart. Dumps it into Wolbert. Wolbert going to push. Loses it. And it's going to be picked up by Monterubio. He's going to turn, kicks it out the Fuel Line for 3. Rims out, no good. Rebounded, tapped around. Finally picked up by Batong. To Taylor, up the floor to Rollison. Rollison catches it. Kicks it off. Out top to Taylor on the left wing. To Batong, up top. Batong to Rollison. Tapped away by Monterubio. Over to Batong. Batong's going to dribble to the left wing. He's going to bring it back up top and reset. Looking. Over to Taylor on the right wing. Dumps it into Rollison. Takes it strong to the hoop and good. That's going to make it 24-20. 6:15, third quarter. 6:11 left in the third. Fuel Line to Monterubio on the right side. He's going to pull for 3. Bang! 27-20, 5:58 third quarter. As Taylor will bring it up the backcourt. He's going to be guarded by Fuel Line. Fuel Line and Taylor. Taylor's going to dump it off over to Batong. Batong into corner to Taylor for three. Rim and good. We've had a few of them tonight. Bounce around, spin around, finally fall down the net. So Fuel Line over to Bossart. And you can't leave him open way up top because he showed in the first half he's not afraid to pull from deep out there. And there he goes for three again. Bang! 30-23, 5:16 third quarter. Just like the first half, if they don't guard him, he will bury it. So Batong, guarded by Monterubio, brings it across the timeline. He's going to dribble. He's going to push. Kicks it back out top to Rollison. He's going to fake. Spins. Kicks it back out top to Batong, and he's going to reset the offense. Batong kicks it over to Danner, to Rollison, inside to Jansen, and he's going to be fouled. So Jansen will go to the free throw line.
Get a little bit of a break here, too.
Take a deep breath. Let some fans back into the stands that went and got some concessions.
As there's only 4:45 left in the third.
I know, time flies.
When you're having fun.
Right. So Jansen with the first free throw is good. 30-24. That'll be the first point for Jansen tonight. He makes the second free throw. It's good. That's going to make it 30-25, 4:45, third quarter. As Fuel Line gets it over to Bossart. Into Monterubio. Monterubio dribbling, dumps it into Wolbert. Wolbert, he's going to be picked. Oh, stolen by Rollison. They're going to throw it up the floor for Taylor to go get it. Can't quite get there, but he gets it into Danner. Nice play. He tossed it behind his back, and that was a nice play as it's stolen. Going the other way, Monterubio pushing. Shot, almost blocked. And the follow by Robert is good. 32-25, 4:07. Rollison over to Taylor. Taylor's looking. Dribbles. Off the Batong. Tong to Rollison. Over to Jansen. To Taylor up top into Rollison, and he's going to be fouled as Monterubio goes over the back. Checking into the ball game for Jackson will be number 30, Alvin Altman, and number 5, Cameron Weekly, as Jackson is not afraid to use their bench. I believe they played 10 or 11 players in the first half, didn't they, John? So Batong into Jansen. Jansen's going to go strong to the hoop. Layup's good. That's going to make it 32-27. 3:44 third quarter as Weekly brings it across the timeline. He's going to be guarded by Danner out top to Altman. Over to Finnefrock. Finnefrock to Weekly. Weekly's going to dribble, brings it back out top, over to Bossart on the right wing. He's going to fake. Gets it off to Altman. Altman guarded by Taylor to Bossart up top to Weekly on the left wing. Trying to get it into Wolpert and does. Turns, spins, blocked by Taylor. And we're going to have a jump ball. Taylor says, no way.
Well, I know Wolbert wasn't liking that one.
That was a nice play by Taylor as he got up there and put his whole hand on that ball, said no thank you. So Taylor up to Danner. Danner's going to bring it across the timeline. Gets it over to Rollison on the right wing. Rollison to Bendola. Bendola gets it back. Over to Jansen. Jansen to Rollison. Inside to Taylor. Just takes it strong. Layup's good. Nice play by Taylor. 32-29, 2:33 left in this fast-paced third quarter. Finnefrock for three, bang. Seems like every time Green climbs into the ball game, here comes a three-pointer by Jackson, and
Right, and they're not afraid to use it, that's for sure.
and Coach Kinsley's hot. He's like, how do we let our three-pointers wide open?
And number 20, Anthony Feuline.
So 35-29, 2:23 left in this third quarter. Trying to take my breath here, John. Catch my breath and
Well, you got about 10 more seconds.
yeah, it's insane. So here we go. As it will be Taylor, Danner, Rollison, Jansen, and Bandola. Fuel line, Altman, Weekly, Cam Edwards, and Bossert. So Green inbounds. Back to Taylor. He'll bring it up the backcourt. He's going to dribble across the center stripe. Gets it off to Danner. Over to Rollison. Back to Taylor on the left side. He's going to dribble, drives. Pulls up, shot up. Rebound, rims and goes. So here comes Fuel Line the other way. 35-31, 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Altman. He's looking. Gets it out to Bossart. As they're tight on him out top. Weekly on the right wing. Backs it out. Dribbles. Gonna kick it over to Bossart. Bossart, he wants to pull for three. He's gonna dribble, drives, takes to the hoop, blocked by Taylor again. And it's gonna be out of bounds off of Jackson. We're going the other way.
Well, it always helps when your guard is 6'5".
Right. So Danner across the timeline gets it off to Taylor. Up top to Bandola, over to Jansen. Jansen dumps it inside to Bandola, tapped away. Danner retrieves it into the corner to Rollison. To Bandola, Jansen gets it, spins, shot, and he's fouled. Nice take by Jansen as he went up, took it strong, and they got him over the back. So 1:08 left in this third quarter, 35-31, as the first one is up and good. Or check that, no good. Second one.
Good.
It falls. So correct that. 35-32. 107. Field line. Over to Altman. He's going to dribble. Kicks it off to Weekly. Weekly's going to kick it off to Monterrubio. He's going to drive. Pulls up for two. Shot good. Nice shot. 37-32, 48 seconds left in this third quarter as Baton brings it across. He's going to get it across the timeline. Going to hand it, and it's going to be stolen by Fuel Line. Fuel Line's trying to find out if he dribbled the ball. He wasn't sure. Trying to ask the official, he wouldn't tell him. So Fuel Line looks like he's preparing for the last shot. 17 seconds. 14. 10 seconds. As Edwards sets a pick, Fuel Line kicks it into the corner to Weekly. He's going to dribble, pulls up for two. Shot no good. Rebounded. Oh, the tip almost went in. Nice play by Altman, but he just couldn't quite get it to fall. So that's how we're going to finish the third quarter. 37-32, Jackson leads, but we've got a battle here. So we're going to step away for just a few seconds. We'll be right back.
Thomas and Associates DDS. We are your premier family dentist in North Canton, Canton, and the surrounding area. From routine preventative dental care to those unexpected emergencies, Dr. Thomas and his staff are here for you, providing the highest quality service using state-of-the-art techniques and the gentlest of care. Call today. 330-494-2111.
And we're back, folks. Here at Alliance, in the Alliance District semifinals between Jackson and Green, as the Polar Bears currently lead 37-32 over the Bulldogs. Back on the floor for the Polar Bears is Fueline, Bossart, Wolbert, Finnefrock, and Monterubio. For Green, it will be Taylor, Batong, Jansen, Bandula, and Rollison. So Bossart will inbound right at center court. He gets it in the fuel line. He's going to bring it up the backcourt and across the center stripe. He gets it over to Monterubio. Monterubio inside to Bossart. Back out to Monterubio. Pulls for three. Shot off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Rollison. He's pushing the other way. And he's going to pull up, wait for his friends. Gives it off to Batong. He's up top. Over to Rollison on the left wing. He's going to drive. Backs it back out. Over to Bondola. Tapped. Stolen by Bossart. Jackson coming the other way. Fuel line's pushing. And he'll pull it back out and reset. So Fuel line. He's going to dribble, drives, turns, shot blocked. Rebounded by Wolpert. He's going to get it back out top to Monterubio. He's going to dribble. Backs it back out. 6:53 here in the ball game. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Green. Over to Batong. Batong's going to come up across the timeline, back to Bandula. Over to Taylor. Taylor cut off into Bandula. Dumps it to Jansen. Jansen strong to the hole. Rebound. And it's going to be out of bounds. Or no. Bossart saves it. Nice play by Bossart. He's coming across the other way. Over to Monterubio. And he's going to give it back to Fuel line. Fuel line dribbles, looking. Over to Bossart on the left wing. To Monterubio. To Bossart. He thought about it. He was going to. Drives to the hoop. Blocked. Over to Wolpert. And he's going to be fouled. And the bucket just did not fall. Kind of did a little dance on that rim there.
Right.
So 37-32, 6:02 left in the ball game. Owen Wolbert will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot two. First one, up and good. (38-32). That's 11 points for Wolbert. Second shot, good. It's going to give him 12. And Jackson, 39, 39-32. As Taylor comes up the backcourt, guarded by Fuel line. Gets it over to Jansen, to Bandula. Bandula into Taylor, nice take. He's going to go strong, reverse layup. Nice take by Jarrett Taylor. Fuel line over to Bossart. I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a take by Taylor.
He's definitely leading the way for the Bulldogs.
Well, especially, blocked by Bandola. Batong pushing the other way, up to Taylor, spins. He's going to drive right at Bossart. And the bucket's good.
3-point game.
39-36. 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Almost stole it by Taylor. as it gets really loud over here. Fuel line for three, rims off. Rebounded by Taylor, and he's going to be fouled. Wow. As it got even louder, folks.
What a change of events here.
I'll tell you what, it suddenly started to vibrate up here. Did you feel that, John?
Feel it. You might be able to see it on the screen.
Yeah. So Taylor across the timeline, guarded by Fuel Line, loses it, and they're going to call him for a foul. Wow.
Coach wants a timeout here.
Well, I think that's a timeout where he may want to talk to the official because they called Taylor for the travel, but at the same time he had it knocked out of his hands. So the ball wasn't in his possession at that point.
Right.
So a lot of times you'll see a coach, he'll meet with his team, and then he'll have that nice little walk to the official and say, hey, I want to have a little conversation with you here. Nicely.
A little heart to heart.
Yeah. I'll look for the makeup later. And we all know it happens. It's okay. We've seen it in football. We've seen it in basketball.
Yep. There's this stuff you have to play through, that's all.
Right.
Like water off a duck's back. You just got to keep on rolling.
Absolutely. So Jackson will inbound. Bossart to inbound.
We got a 3-point ball game with 4:40 left in the game.
So Fuel Line to Bossart on the right wing. He's going to dribble, pulls it back out. Almost stolen by Bundola. To Bossart to Fuel Line. Fuel Line dribbles, guarded by Rollison to Monterubio. Into Wolpert. You know where he's going. Back out the Fuel Line for three. Shot. Bang! There it is. Every time Green's gotten back within like 3 or 4 points, here comes a big three-pointer for Jackson. So Batong gets it over to Rollison on the left wing. He's going to fake. Gets it to Bundola. Bundola to Taylor. Inside to Rollison. Kicks it off to Jansen.
Pass.
Jansen's going to go strong to the hoop. No good. Rebounded by Jackson. He's going to get it up the Fuel Line. Oh, Monterubio's wide open, and he won. Not a very smart foul there, as Taylor tried to go through him for the block, hoping he'd get the ball, but sometimes you let the bucket fall and live to fight another day, if you know what I mean. That's the first foul on Taylor. 3:41 as Monterubio got the bucket. He'll go to the free throw line to make it a 3-point play. Shot up, rims off, no good. Rebounded by Green. So that's how we'll stay with 3:37 left in this ball game. Taylor across the timeline. Gets it over to Jansen, to Bundola. Bundola gets it into Taylor. He's guarded by Finnefrock, picked up by Altman as well. He's double teamed in the corner, and it's going to be... It was thrown off of Finnefrock. He caught it and threw it right back off of Taylor, who was standing out of bounds. Taylor looks at Coach and says, nothing I can do. I was already out of bounds.
Yep.
So Altman trying to get it in the Fuel Line. Nice pressure defense, and Jackson loses it out of bounds. Off the leg of Monterubio, who just didn't quite handle it. And Danner will check back in, and Batong will sit down. 44-36, 3:17, fourth quarter. So Green set to inbound. Danner looking, gets it out top to Taylor, and it's going to be stolen, and over the back will be called on Taylor. So the ball's going to go to Jackson.
Yep, that's 2 quick fouls on Taylor there in the fourth. He's done a lot for the Bulldogs tonight, but sometimes you do a little too much. You got to stretch it out a little bit.
Well, they almost would have been better off throwing into the backcourt in that situation, but what are you going to do?
Right.
You play on. Danner guarding Fuel Line. Fuel Line dribbles to the right side of court. He's going to drive, spins, fakes, gets it to Wolbert, goes off his leg. He gets it. He's going to back down Danner. Oh, nice pass to Monterrubio. Layup, good. Nice reverse layup by Monterrubio. As Taylor's going to push the other way. And we're going to have a timeout by Green. As we've got a double-digit deficit, 46-36. I think this is the largest lead of the night, isn't it, John?
Yeah, I'd say so.
That was a heck of a drive. That was a nice pass and a take by Monterrubio as he went up against the big man and reversed it in. So 2:45 left in this fourth quarter. We're going to stay right here, if that's all right with John.
Yep. Well, something to note here by Jackson, they almost have 3 guys in double digits. And with Green, it's just Taylor with 20. And that's kind of the way it's been going tonight is Jackson's been able to spread the ball around.
They seem to be finding that open man for three.
That open shot.
Seems like Green will climb back in. Jackson finds a couple wide open big threes, and then Green's got to climb back in. But,
yep. Jackson just has to, keep the pedal to the floor, and Green's got to claw back in it with 2:45 to maybe tie it up here.
In this type of ball game, that's a tall task with a double-digit deficit. But, again, we are in the playoffs, so. Oh, long pass into Jansen, to Rollison, to Taylor up top. He's at the top of the circle. He's looking, gets it off to Rollison. Rollison over to Taylor. He's going to drive, goes to the hoop, dunks it home. 46-38, 8-point ball game, 2:25. Time to play defense for Green. As Monterrubio is guarded by Taylor as they come across the center stripe. He's looking, dribbles. He goes to the left wing, brings it back out. He's looking to drive, goes to the hoop, shot good. Nice drive by Monterrubio. Yeah, that really was, John.
I was expecting Jackson to take some time off the clock, but when you can score.
So Batong dumps it in. It's stolen by Monterrubio, who's playing a heck of a game defensively. To Finnefrock, to Fuel Line. He's going to be picked up by Taylor. To Monterrubio, and there's going to be a foul. So Monterrubio will go.
No,
not quite yet.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, that's only the 4th team foul.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's been a good officiated game, and even though they're letting them play a little bit, it's been a clean game.
It's been clean. Little roughhousing, but that's what the Federal. That's what you're going to have.
So Bosart gets it into Finnefrock, and Batong will foul him. So that's 5 team fouls. That's the second one on Batong. 1:41 left in this ball game. Bosart to inbound again, gets it to Monterrubio, and he's going to be fouled again. So that'll be, what is that, number 3 on Taylor?
He's got to kind of step back and let his teammates take the fouls from here on out. He doesn't want to foul out with only 1:39 left.
So they get it into Finnefrock. Batong will foul him. So Finnefrock will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot a 1-and-1. (48-38), 1:38 left in the ball game. That's Batong's 3rd foul. So Finnefrock shot up. Good. That'll be 4 points for Finnefrock. So Bandola will come in and Jansen will sit down for Green. Second shot is good. So Taylor into Batong, 1:36 left in this game. He's going to get it out to Taylor. Taylor going to pull for deep three. Rims out, no good. Going to be picked up by Finnefrock. And, almost out of bounds, but retrieved by Mono Rubio. And they're going to foul Fuel Line. So Fuel Line will go to the free throw line. 50-38.
Yep, that's now 4 fouls on Baton, so.
Tell you what, Jackson's doing the job, though. They're coming in and they're hitting their free throw shots.
Right.
This one's good.
And that's what it comes down to, especially in the tournament. You know, that could be make or break going to the line.
So Fuel Line, second shot, good. 52-38, 1:19 left in the ball game. As Taylor's going to get the ball, he's going to be picked up by Fuel Line. He's going to give it off to Rollison. Rollison back over to Taylor. He's going to drive, takes it to the hoop. Almost traveled. Rollison for three. Rims out. Rebounded by Bossert. And that's going to go to Fuel Line. 57 seconds left as it looks like over to Bossart as they foul Fuel Line. It kind of looked like for a second there
They were just going to run it out.
Yeah, and Green was just going to concede, but I don't think they really knew what they were going to do as we've got Ben Pine and a new arrival to the game for Green, Lucas Ickes, and Taylor will sit down. As I'll tell you what, John, he played a heck of a ball game tonight.
Oh, yeah. 22 points on the night.
He has no reason to hold his head.
He had a couple amazing assists.
Second shot, or first shot is good. I got a little ahead of myself there. Well, I'll tell you what, you hate to see a guy like that go out on the losing end, but, you know, as Jackson gets their starting five, gets the backup some action. So Altman, Edwards, looks like Weekly will check in, and Lawrence, and Morena. Shot up, rims off, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds. So Pine will throw it in to Baton. He's going to dribble, gives it off, kicks it out for three. Off the rim, no good to Pine. He's going to have it tapped away by Altman. And he's going to dribble. As we've got 29 seconds left in this ball game. And I think Jackson's just going to dribble out and Green's going to let it go.
Yep.
Concede the 53-38. And I'll tell you what, up till about the last 2 minutes, John, this was a ball game.
Yep. Jackson pulled away with about 2 minutes left in the game, and that's pretty much how it's going to go down here.
Yep. As they throw the ball in the air, and
they're headed to the district finals.
I'll tell you what, this was a great game. Both teams fought hard. Green, you've got nothing to be ashamed of. This was a hard-fought game. You fought them till the last 2 minutes of the game. Jackson had a couple big threes and some good free throws. And that's how you win ball games.
Right, well, celebrate tonight, but then you got to get ready for Stowe on Saturday.
Yeah, that'll be a battle.
That's going to be a nice rematch with Jackson.
Well, and I think that Jackson has the team to match up with Stowe Monroe Falls. Nothing taken away from Green whatsoever. But they've got the inside-outside game. They've got the big man to match up with Costello.
And, you know, the last time they played, it was a 10-point deficit, but that was the first game of the season. I think things are going to be a little bit different, a little bit tighter. I think it'll be kind of like tonight, where it'll come down to probably the last 2 minutes of the game, maybe the last shot.
I agree. So, guys, who's our players of the game? Our Caraba's players of the game.
Offense and defensive players of the game.
Defense.
Well, Monterrubio not only was a leading scorer for Jackson, but seemed to be on every defensive possession like a ball hawk. So I think him and Owen Wolbert are probably the two best players from tonight, the players of the game.
I agree. It seemed like when the game started, Wolbert established his presence early on, making some big shots inside, but especially on the defensive end, blocking shots. It was a heck of a ball game for both of them. So I want to thank everybody for coming on the air with us tonight. We're going to have a big game Saturday night as we have the Stowe Monroe Falls Bulldogs taking on the Jackson Polar Bears right back here at Alliance High School. I want to thank John Taggart, Tegan Evans, and Big Jack Horn for coming on with me. We'll see you Saturday night, folks. Till next time, this is the Strega Media Network. Have a great night, everybody.